So you want to know how to draw hair, eh? Well, first you got to get your reference, which I will place at the bottom of the screen. Assuming that you have a reference, that is. And then, following that reference, you give space between the top of your head shape. And you give it some space for volume. You start by outlining the outline of what appears on the reference. And just give it the basic shape, following the outlines lines on your reference, if there is outline lines. If not, then give it your best outline of where, for example, here, on my reference that you see here, it has a color for the outline going from here over here. If you didn't have that, you'd have to assume either that they're on the same layer, or which one is overlay. Now, following the reference, still making your outline around, and your hair will partially go behind your head in most cases. Like, in this case, the hair goes behind the head in some part, but it also goes over, and that's where you give it a bit of where the head is here. Has hair, but then head. And then you continue with your little outline around. Give it its basic shape that is same or similar to the reference. And if there's anything on your reference that isn't shown, do your best to assume. Or if it's your own character, it's easy because you can just know that that is how it goes. And you will reach a point where on this side, for the shape of, like, the direction of your face, where it's facing, this one's facing this way. Well, this way, away from the paper. There would be a section. Now, when you're drawing a mane for like a pony, it would not have this, but say you're drawing a human, that's when you would have a hairline going down. Have like an ear here, maybe, depending on, like, if it's a human, have an ear there. But for the sake of this one, that's just depends on what you're drawing. You go back again, and then you get to the back part, where you follow the same procedure that you did for the first one, for the front, but a lot more of it is going to be up to your perspective of it. What you think it would look like from the perspective that they're facing. In my case, I'm drawing it from a perspective that is the same, or at least similar, to the reference image given. And I just make my assumptions off of that. And there's yourself some hair. That's at least the outline of it. You can feel free to go through afterwards, add whatever details. Say you want to have like stripes, or you want to make it like have a bit more messy, and you add a couple more of the little jagged bits. But that is essentially how I do hair.